All right, guys, it's finally that time. So, I've played this game, and I can honestly say I've beaten this game. And I wanted to give my honest, unbiased review of the Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and it's not it's not as bad as everyone making it out to be. I actually had a pretty good time with it. It could have been a little bit better. It did lack in a few areas, but we'll get to that. I want to talk about things that I thought were good, aka the good. I love this scene right here, as you can see. Absolutely love it. So we're going to talk about the good. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff that could be seen as, the bad. And last but not least, we got to talk about the ugly because there was a lot of it in this game, but we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. So let's just hop right on into it. Let's talk about the good first. Now, this game is not as bad as everyone made it out to be. There was some parts I did like about it and that I thought were great, well, pretty great. Like, I won't even lie. Like, one of the things I love was the character humor. Like, I love the interactions of Harley Quinn, the Shark, Captain Boomerang, and Deadshot. Really, really fun interactions that they had, and every time I seen them together on screen, it just made me laugh because I was always waiting on them to say something funny, and they always did. And I absolutely love that, and I want more of it, to be honest. Another good thing I liked about this game were the cutscenes and the visuals. Like, they had some amazing cutscenes. Like, it was so nice to see, like, when you complete a level or beat a boss, the cutscene it will go to and you can see things in high definition. Like this right here, this flash scene, one of my favorite scenes in the entire game. Like, they did such a great job with that, and I would definitely like to have seen more. And like this scene right here, also with Wonder Woman versus Deadshot, absolutely amazing. Also, the music was really good too, but that's not really here nor there. But yes, the cutscenes, absolutely well done. Loved it, and I actually would love to see more of it. Another thing I liked were the cameos, like seeing Lex Luthor in the game. That was kind of fun. I wish we could have played as him, but it was kind of cool to see him. Seeing Poison Ivy in this game, even though this is not the Poison Ivy from the Arkham Asylum game, but that's a whole different discussion. And another one, the Penguin. Like, it was cool to see these guys because that version of the Penguin was in Arkham Asylum, and I thought they did a really good job with that. So yeah, the cameos, well done. Louis Lane's always also in there too. And another thing, I like some of the boss fights, like versus Green Lantern here. This was actually a really fun fight. I really enjoyed myself in this fight, and it was just nice to see and interact and actually face the Justice League with the Suicide Squad. It was kind of cool. And another fight I actually like that gets a lot of backlash is the Batman fight. Like, this was kind of fun. Like, now we all know Batman wouldn't use Scarecrow's toxin gas to fight anyone, but it was still entertaining to see. I thought the visual was kind of cool, and trying to complete this level, I actually had a good time with it, and I would like to do that again. Like, if they have a replay mode where you can just face Batman, I think I definitely would do that. Another fight I enjoyed was the Superman fight. Like, this battle Superman at his strongest with him using super speed, him hitting you with helicopters, him flying around using his ice breath, his laser vision. I just think that was really well done, and I had a really good time with those fights, and they should have definitely did more with the Justice League in this game because it would have been a better game. But that leads me to the next topic, which is the bad. And I will admit, there was a lot of bad in this game. Like, I wanted more for this game because I like the Justice League, and we all know I love Batman, so I definitely wanted more. So let's just talk about it. Like, one of the bad things, when you're in certain fights, the screen was really cluttered and clouded, and it's just like you really couldn't. At times I lose focus. I couldn't figure out what I was doing. Like, I was just literally lost and just shooting mindlessly into nothing because I didn't know what was happening because the screen was so crowded. And maybe that's on me. Maybe I need glasses. I don't know. But that's one aspect of the game I didn't like because it was just hard to see and hard to focus on your objective when there's a bunch of numbers and random explosions and a bunch of red stuff around your screen that you didn't even know what was there for. So another thing I didn't like the repetitive missions and gameplay. I felt like there was no personal growth with this game. I felt like we were doing exactly what we did at the beginning of the game at the end of the game. Like there was just nothing to really expand upon, and I felt like a lot of the fights were just copy and paste. And after a while, it was fun at first, but as you play more of the game, it began to get like boring and like not needed. Like I lost interest in this game quicker than I thought I would. Like I just expected more with the game title Kill the Justice League, and I wanted more missions and to really dive deeper into the characters we were playing as. That would have been kind of cool, but it didn't happen, and I felt left out. Another thing is in multiplayer mode, when you're battling with a friend, I was battling with my close friend Ghost Dog, and there's no spectator mode. I was literally stuck at the screen until Ghost Dog was done with Superman, or until Superman took him out. I was literally just stuck here, sitting. Can't do anything, can't move around, can't see what he was doing, can't give him advice because I don't know what's happening. And I just didn't know what to do. I felt like it was a total waste of time. Like, multiplayer mode wasn't one of the worst parts of this game. Like, I didn't have any fun with any aspect of multiplayer mode at all. And another thing I didn't like about multiplayer mode was the NPCs didn't help you at all. They didn't drop ammo. They didn't try to heal you. Like, as you can see, I'm down right here, and Deadshot's literally looking at me, walking around, not healing me up. I don't know if that was a bug. And also, speaking of bugs, when I went in multiplayer with my friend Ghost Dog, Harley Quinn was gone. I just had 2 Deadshots. I don't know if that was a bug or intentional, but it was weird. Another thing I didn't like, when you're in multiplayer mode, or maybe when you're just in a fight, you're literally locked in the fight. You can't change characters, you can't change guns, you can't really do anything. You have to just take the fight down. You couldn't even revert to your last save point or checkpoint. Like, you were just stuck in the fight. And it made you feel helpless because you couldn't do anything. And this right here, we had a dead spot in the game. It made you walk every time in multiplayer mode. It didn't happen when I was playing by myself, but in multiplayer mode, there was always a dead spot where you made your character just walk. I'm like, well, what's the point of that? But anyway, let's talk about one of the worst things about the game is the ugly. And we all got an idea what the ugly is, so we're going to get there. One of the things I didn't like was the final boss fight. It felt like a rehash of a fight we already did, which was a Flash. Brainiac literally morphed into the Flash and just ran around the screen the whole time, exactly what the Flash did. I felt like that was a waste of time. I've already did that. Why am I doing it again? And maybe they're going to expound upon this in the DLC, but to beat the game and just battle the Flash again, I can understand if it was a different superhero like Martian Manhunter or Hawkman or who knows, Dr. Fate, but Flash again? I felt like that was just wasted potential. They could have did so much more with that, and they didn't. And it felt like a colossal letdown to me. Another thing I didn't like about the game is the story, aka the lore. Like, they did not follow comic book lore at all. Maybe because, you know, there's been rumors of, you know, the Justice League we fought was maybe clones. But there's no way King Shark should be able to put on a Green Lantern ring. That's just not comic book accurate at all. And Superman being stabbed through the heart with kryptonite and still be able to use his laser vision on Wonder Woman was legit insane to me. Like, I don't understand. Like, that can't be the real Superman. Maybe it's me, but that had to be a clone because we all know Superman cannot function with kryptonite anywhere around him, and it just left me wondering, like, am I facing the real Justice League, or is this a clone of the Justice League? Because we all know Superman ain't doing nothing with a huge chunk of kryptonite in his chest. And as someone who played the Arkham games, seeing Batman go out like this was just not fun at all. And it honestly felt like a cash grab to me because the Arkham series trilogy was one of the best superhero games ever created, in my opinion. And to see Batman be reduced to this, being killed by Harley Quinn and the other Suicide Squad, was just kind of insulting. Because I spent 15 years playing that game and I still play it to this day. I still love the game, and to see my favorite superhero go out like this, and maybe this is me fanboying, I'll admit it, I'm a fanboy. But again, even if I wasn't a fanboy, this is not the ending that anyone had in mind for Batman. So I'm hoping in the future, with future updates or DLC, that, you know, we realize that this wasn't the real Batman. Because to see him go out like this so easily, kind of heartbreaking and kind of sad because I wanted more for Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan, and I felt like I was just let down by that. So again, the story just on many levels didn't make sense, and it left me confused and not really motivated to play any future DLCs for this game, in my opinion, which also again leads into my next discussion. What are my overall thoughts on this game? And I pretty much said it all. Like, this game is okay. I don't believe it's worth the $70 price tag, and I definitely don't think it's worth the $100 price tag for the early access. I wouldn't pay for that, but that's me. And it kind of was a letdown. If I had to give it a score on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 4.7 out of 10. Like, I don't think it's worth your time or money. I wouldn't recommend paying full price for this. I'm not really motivated to play the DLC. Like, the action scenes were cool, and I had fun with that, but the game doesn't really offer much more than that. I feel like they used the Arkham name to sell games, and they got what they wanted because people bought it because Arkham Batman was in it. And if you look at some of the characters from the Arkham universe, some of them weren't even accurate to the actual Arkham game, but again, that's probably me nitpicking. I just expected a little bit more from the game. I really did, and it left me unfulfilled. So again, I wouldn't recommend this game. Save your money, wait for it to go on sale, and then decide to play it if you so inclined. Maybe the DLC will make the game a little bit better, but I didn't really like it so far, and I'm not really motivated to buy the DLC, but we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future. But if you did like this video, or you want to leave me your thoughts, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the game. What would you give it on the scale of 1 to 10? So yeah, if you did like this video, please hit that like button, and for anyone new here, if you can hit that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. Y'all take care. Have a great and wonderful day.